Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I saw something this weekend that honestly, it gave me some chills, but like in the best way. Um, so this report that I read talks about young people and Generation Z, partially some millennials, but also Gen Alpha. Basically, the idea is these people are done. Young people are done. Um, Gen Z, millennials are walking away from their screens on purpose. They're doing this digital detox, deleting the apps, setting hard limits, all because they're tired of feeling foggy, anxious, lonely. Um, Even with their phones in hand, saying that they have 300 friends, they are incredibly lonely. They want to think clearly again. They want to step into spaces that help them. They want to be able to sleep at night. And most of them want to look someone in the eyes and feel something real. Like, listen, the world is absolutely crazy right now in terms of the perception of feeling real. The tech world's shouting at us, AI, 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 everything. You know, you got the AI companies, you got virtual reality, metaverse, everything. People are quietly craving the opposite. We want experiences. We want to touch the grass. They're looking for a long dinner without somebody grabbing this thing and scrolling it. One report that I read this week said that there's going to be people who are professional walkers. Like, this is a wild concept. Professional walkers, people whose job it is to meet you on a hiking trail and go for a walk with you and talk about life. That's where we are. People are done with this online experience and they want a real experience. And here's the reality. We were never built for so much screen time. God designed us to step into real rooms, to have real voices, real hugs that last a long time. The internet promises connections. Like, people crave these connections, and this has been a false, artificial connection that we've had. And what it's delivered is not community, but rather it's delivered isolation. Wearing a smiley fake, everything's great because we post the highlight reels, right? The damage is everywhere. Kids don't focus for any longer than just a couple of minutes. Like, there are literal videos of teenagers crying when their phones die because their entire world is encompassed around that little tiny device. Young adults who have never had something or had someone who is willing just to sit with them in the silence, sit with them in a room and just feel the gravity of the room. I think the church has an opportunity to step into this space. Like, this is the moment the church has been praying for, looking for, and I don't even think we realize we've been looking for it. The students today are begging not for another movie clip sermon or some sort of a Coldplay concert worship experience. We're seeing that they're desperate for something that feels old, it feels true, and it feels solid. They want to sing songs that grieving widows sang 100 years ago and still feel the same ache and the same comfort. They want to open a real Bible that smells like ink on paper. They want to read the words that have outlived empires. Pastors, like, I need you to hear me. Bible leaders, college professors, listen to me, my friends. Stop trying to be to outcool the culture. You don't have to do that. We don't have to live this way. The culture is exhausted from trying to be cool. The church doesn't need to be cool. It was never designed by God to be cool. Just give people Jesus, like the real Jesus of the Bible, the one who touched lepers, who flipped tables, who washed dirty feet and said, "Follow me." And he said, "Follow me" to some of the biggest messes in town. Like that's like, I keep saying this often. Like we're the only organization, the church, where you have to admit you're a complete and total screw up. Like I want us to sit with our people, open our hymns, sing Amazing Grace like you mean it. Then open the scriptures and read it slowly. Read it out loud like it's the first time anyone's ever heard you say these things. Show them 2,000 years later that this story, the gospel, still grabs the heart and refuses to let go. Listen to me, Jesus is not boring. He's not outdated. He is better than any filter, the funniest reel, the most immersive VR experience in the world. He is alive and breathing and active. And when people meet Jesus for real, everything else starts to look like the cheap plastic that it really is. Listen to me, the world is hungry and it's waking up hungry. They're walking out of the noise looking for a table with room for them. A story big enough to live not just in the spaces of VR, but big enough to live outside of this little screen that you're looking at. A Savior worth giving their whole life to. Like that's what we're hungry for. The church is primed for opportunity here. There's an open door for us. Life is so much better on the other side of the screen. Listen to me. I've seen both sides of it. I feel it. And I believe with everything in me that the best days are ahead of us. So take heart. I know that Jesus is better. I love y'all.